Week 2, Thursday Night Football. Are you as hyped as we are? It's currently still Week 1, and we're filming this because we're ready for Week 2. Week 1 didn't treat us that well, but it's okay. It did treat us very well. I'm saying, like, fantasy-wise, it didn't. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm sorry. Friday was a little while ago where my Eagles won.
And my Patriots won today when no one even had... Bro, we were plus 350 to win the game. We won. We walked into the jungle, told Joe Burrow to take a hike, told Jamar Chase, keep holding out because you're not getting that contract after this game. You got locked down by a second-year cornerback.
Do you know how he did? Like, how many yards he had?
He didn't do good, bro. He had under
50.
He had under 50 yards.
He didn't have 60.
Christian Gonzo, lockdown corner. So
fan-wise, we're doing pretty good.
We are doing pretty good. We're doing really good. We're both 1-0. Patriots haven't started this good in a while. Feels good. We only scored 16 points, so got to make that quarterback change real fast. But for now, it's good. Going into Week 2, we play the Seahawks. We go into Foxborough with a team that went 4-13 last year, just won their opening game. How do you think that crowd's going to be?
If that game's at 1 o'clock, you guys have a big advantage because they're coming from the West Coast.
Exactly.
So that means it will be 11 o'clock.
Not only that, the fact that we just won Week 1 when we came off a 4-13 season and we just won Week 1, our fans are going to show up now and they're going to be like, yo, we have something to look forward to now. Yeah, not just starting 0-1 and then, now we have to be concerned about 0-2. You know, we could go 2-0 and then play the Jets, possibly drop to 2-1, or shoot 3-0, and then we play San Fran. That's going to be a loss. So we're looking at potential 3-1, 2-2.
So the Bills are 1-0 and the Dolphins are 1-0, but by the skin of their teeth, and that's what we're talking about today.
So it feels good. The Bills and Dolphins game, or is that who plays on Thursday night?
Yeah.
So Bills and Dolphins, Week 2 Thursday night matchup. For my X factor, I got the Bills receivers.
Okay.
So they lost Diggs, as we know. They drafted Keon Coleman and added Curtis Samuel, which he didn't do much.
He had 8 yards. I needed him to go over 25 yards.
But
8.
Other than that, they really have no one to make plays except Josh Allen, apparently.
I could have went out there and gave you 8 yards.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. But the question is will Josh Allen be able to turn it on, and will he be able to find his next like Stephon Diggs? The Dolphins are a better team than the Cardinals. I'm going to say that. But Jalen Ramsey, Kendall Fuller, Jordan Poyer, which is a former Bill, and Javon Holland versus the Bills' weak receiver core. It will be interesting, but if the Bills receivers can make plays, Bills have a shot in this game. Other than that, they really have no chance with how much they lost on defense, and they just let Arizona put up 29 on them at home. We've never seen that happen. We haven't seen the Bills put up or let that much points in their house in a long time.
So they did really only let the offense score 20 points?
Yeah.
Because there was that return kick. So they did hold the Cardinals offense to 20 points.
Still, that offense is not that good.
See, I think the Cardinals offense is underrated, and I do think they're good. You are right by
Kyler is good, but their
James
top
Conner, Marvin Harrison.
Their top 3 draft pick only had 3 yards today.
Yeah, no, I 100% understand. So, like, you can say
the Bills have no corners anymore. They have no defense, and this guy who's supposed to be a generational talent could only put 3 yards again.
Their D-line is nasty.
Okay.
And you're right by the receivers is an X factor, because what also is an X factor, which you mentioned, is the DBs for the Dolphins are far better than the Cardinals DBs. Yeah. The Cardinals defense sucks. The Cardinals defense is horrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why we saw Josh Allen do what he was able to do. He tries this against the Dolphins. It won't go half as well as it did. I promise you. Takes me to my bold prediction of the week. Keon Coleman will score a touchdown against this Miami team.
Okay.
But this game is in Miami. Keon Coleman spent his college career where? Tallahassee. He knows the state's atmosphere. What?
Dude, that's the Panhandle, bro.
I
Then
understand.
we're talking about South Florida.
I understand, but it's still Florida. Still Florida. The point is, Keon Coleman is best adapted to these conditions than any of his
I don't
other
claim
teammates.
though. I don't claim them Tallahassee ass mofos.
All right, I understand that, but Keon Coleman, I think, will be able to score a touchdown. Given, I don't know who will be on him. I would assume Jalen Ramsey would be put on him, and Jalen Ramsey is going to give him a hell of a night. But I think Keon Coleman slips in there. He scores a touchdown easily.
Okay.
Not
I like
easily.
that bold
It's going to
take.
be hard. It's
That's
going to be hard.
bold.
But that is really bold, I think. To my score, I think the Dolphins win this game 28-18. Games in Miami. No one on the Bills defense can keep up with Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill.
They both had 100 yards today.
Yeah. As I mentioned, Bills have no proven wide receiver playmakers, I should say. The Dolphins are just better, well-rounded as a team. The Dolphins are 61-54-1 all-time versus the Bills. However, the last 10 games, Bills are 9-1 versus the Miami team. Where's this Miami team? With that being said, Bills are on their downfall rebuild year, which is in the near future. And while the Dolphins are pretty much in win-now mode, trend will change. The Dolphins will start taking control of the all-time series. And the Bills lose this game in Miami. Josh Allen will be proven that he is not elite.
Just because someone loses a game doesn't mean they're not elite.
When you lose a game against a good team, you're not elite. When you win a game and have a big game against a bad team, you could easily
I
be
don't
considered
understand this non-elite Josh Allen.
It's fine. You don't have to understand it. A lot of people agree with me. It's okay.
They can agree with you. They don't know ball. I know ball.
So do I.
That's a casual take. Not elite.
It's a bold prediction.
Bro, it's him and like Mahomes.
I'm sorry. It's a bold take.
Dude, he's a top 5 quarterback.
No, it's
I don't know. Oh my God.
He's not
Whatever.
top 5.
Whatever.
He's not top 5.
All right.
I put Joe Burrow over him even with the terrible performance that he
Okay.
had.
Okay, I could put Joe Burrow over him.
Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow.
I love Jalen, but I don't think he's better than Josh Allen. But okay.
Whoa.
Lamar.
Easily.
Okay.
I want to say Jordan Love, but I don't.
No.
And Stroud.
So that's, you said Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Lamar, Joe Burrow,
Stroud.
That's
He's not
5,
top 5.
So it puts him at 6. Yeah, and I don't think. I mean,
He's top 10, but he's not top.
he's
5.
top. He's top 5. I don't care what you
All
say,
right.
but
All right.
okay, you can make an argument. He's definitely better than Hurts, and I love Hurts. All right, guys. So my X factor for this game is going to be the Bills' defensive line. All right, and that is because the Dolphins' offensive line. I said the Bills' defensive line, correct? Yes, because that's what I meant. Bills' defensive line is going to tear up the offensive line of the Dolphins. They just got torn up by the Jags. Tua got sacked 3 times, and he had pressure on him all day. That's why they struggled in the first half. Both teams failed to score points in the first quarter. They both dropped a goose egg in the first quarter, and they both were down going into halftime. All right? Both the opponent's teams went up, and they hit 17 points, and they're like, oh, man, what's going to go on here? Because both teams were up 17-3, 17-0, and it was like, what's going on? And they blew it, but the offensive line for the Dolphins is a problem. It is 100% a problem. I was watching it today. Josh Allen, Arik Armstead, Trayvon Walker had 2 sacks. All those guys were all over Tua. And they got Greg Rousseau. They got they got another guy on there that's pretty good. I can't think of his name right now, but he got drafted pretty high. Oh, Ed Oliver. Ed Oliver, he's pretty good. So I definitely think that they are going to put pressure on Tua. And if they can't put pressure on Tua, they're cooked. Like he mentioned, the DBs for the Bills are not all that great. They are very tough and gritty, and I do like Rasul Douglas, but they're not going to be able to hang with
They
Jalen
got
Waddle
DeMar Hamlin starting at
Tyreek Hill.
safety.
Yeah, DeMar Hamlin's, he's back from the dead. He rose for the dead just in time for the night before September 13th, as they're going to be playing on September 12th, Thursday Night Football. It's true. It's September 12th.
I got you.
And if that game goes past 12 a.m., the zombie and DeMar Hamlin may come out, and it may be some Walking Dead, and they're going to be fried and done. So, either way, I got the Bills' defensive line being the X factor, and that takes me to my bold prediction. And I got Greg Rousseau to get a sack. All right, he is the best defensive lineman on that team, and I think he gets a sack because, like I said, Trayvon Walker got 2 sacks today. So I 100% think this guy, the best defensive lineman on the Bills, can get a sack, and that's my bold prediction: is that the Bills' best player, Greg Rousseau, is going to get a sack in this game, and he's going to have a very, very dominant performance. Now, that will take me to my score prediction. I have the score being 28-27 Bills. The Bills' defense, like I said, held the Cardinals to 3 points. Other than that kick return, so 10 points in the second half, if you count the kick return. But the offense only scored 3, all right? And the offense only put it in the end zone 2 times because they scored 20 points. So they only scored 2 touchdowns.
The Dolphins don't. I mean
the Cardinals.
The Cardinals don't have a Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. But
you're correct. You're absolutely correct. But their offensive line was so bad today, bro. Their offensive line was so bad they couldn't run the ball.
It's week 1. Everybody's bad.
Yes, but I just think the Bills. I think Josh Allen's better than Tua, and it's gonna show. And I think this team has a better camaraderie than the Dolphins.
Okay.
But hey, I have it being a tight game, 27-28. It can go either way. But I think the Bills are gonna pull it out, and they won this last game. The last time they played in Miami, they won with that game with what on the line.
The last 10 games, they've beat Miami 9 out of 10 times. But
Miami was 1-5 against playoff teams.
The
last
Dolphins
year.
are on a win now mode, while the Bills are on a rebuild to downfall mode.
Dalton Kincaid had 12 yards today.
Yes, I understand that.
So they also had a bad performance on offense, and they put up 34 points. Imagine if they had a good performance.
They ran all over that weak D-line for the Cardinals. That weak second. Josh Allen literally was playing backyard football.
Travis Etienne and Tank Bigsby both went over 45 yards. So they allowed over 100 yards rushing. The Bills defense allowed over 100 yards defense.
Okay, but here's
100 yards rushing.
All right. Fine. Point here is Josh Allen's not going to run all over this.
No, but
Dolphins
James
defense.
Cook can. James Cook had a good game.
Okay. Well, we're going to see what happens. Because now I'm interested. I'm not staying up for this game at all costs.
I can't. It's the day before my fight. I'm not.
I'm not staying up for this
I need
at
to
all.
throw my phone down 3 flights of stairs and just keep it there, and I'll get it in the morning.
Yeah, because that's a smart idea.
I'll keep it there. I'll get it in the morning.
But anyways, we all got the Dolphins winning this game. Bold predictions. Turn those into...
We don't both have the Dolphins winning these games. I told you I have the Bills winning this game.
Oh, my bad. I misheard that. You're wrong. I'm going to be right. The Bills are not going to win this game. I got Dolphins. He got Bills. It's whatever. You always go against me anyway. Patriots won today, so it's a great day.
I agreed with you on Monday Night Football, bro.
I understand that.
And Sunday Night Football.
So somebody just scored for your team. But
Probably
anyways,
not. They probably are just in the red zone.
We'll see you guys
Gus Edwards in the red zone. That means J.K. Dobbins touchdown. We'll catch you on week 2.